This is the plaintiff, Katie Gomez. She says she found the defendant on Craigslist and rented a room from her for about 10 days before all heck broke loose. The woman attacked her, manhandled her, and became downright abusive. She got out of there lickety-split. The woman has her security, and she's owed $3,073.18. This is the defendant, M. She says the very day after the plaintiff moved in, she suffered a nervous breakdown, living with her was something right out of the movie Single White Female. She has some nerve suing her in court today and looks forward to walking out victorious. She's accused of being a rotten roommate.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Katie Gomez, you are suing the letter M. Okay, you don't want us to use your last name. You don't want us to use your first name. You just want us to refer to you by the letter M. Pretty soon I'm going to have a litigant tell me they want to be referred to as Okay, we will respect that, M. Okay, you are suing her for $3,073.18 that you say is owed to you in security deposits and various items that you left behind and moving costs that you say are her fault. Tell me what happened.
I answered an ad on Craigslist for a room share in her apartment.
Okay.
Which I have the posting if you'd like to see that.
Sure.
And I met her, and she seemed very bubbly and kind of airy, like
in a good way.
Space cadet-y.
Okay, that's a bad way.
And, you know, just like la la la, coming across the street, like from Bed Bath & Beyond. And I was like, oh, you know, she seems nice and cute. I mean, you know, she's young. I guess that's what it is. So we went upstairs and we talked and we're like, oh my God. So we're talking about specific things. And, you know, she doesn't cook. I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll cook and we'll just split the groceries. And at the time, we were both smokers. I no longer am. And so my whole thing was, I smoke. I don't like smoking inside because it's disgusting. It makes everything smell. And she was like, oh, no, you know, I just smoke out the fire escape, this, that, and the other thing. Well, the fire escape turned into the bathroom, turned into wherever she felt like it, because at the end of the day, it was her apartment. And it turned from the second I moved in, it just kept evolving. This apartment that...
Okay, first, before you move on, was there a rental agreement that you signed?
Yes.
Okay, can I see it?
It was actually a roommate agreement.
You can call it whatever you want, but she's subletting it to you, and here are the terms. You paid a $1,500 security deposit on July 10th.
Yes.
You paid the first month's rent on July 10th.
Yes.
And you were paying... Is this the pictures of the apartment?
Yes.
Nice place.
It didn't look like that.
What do you mean it didn't look like that?
It didn't look like that.
It looks really good in the pictures.
Yeah.
What do you mean that it didn't look like that? What did it look like if not that? These are pictures of a different apartment? What is it you're saying?
It's my apartment.
It was different colors. It wasn't that way.
All right, so, but whatever it was, you decided to take it. 60-day move-out needed from both roommates. Return of security in 60 days if all is in good condition. So, you move in and you think everything's gonna be fine, and what happens?
We move in, and I think everything's gonna be fine. And then she said, oh, you know, do you want to go to Bed Bath & Beyond and get a few things and whatever? So I said, okay, we'll go. And she was like, oh, but I don't get paid for X amount of days, what have you. I said, oh, it's okay, you know, I'll cover it. And then when you get it in a few days, you could just give it back. And she was like, okay.
Give what back? What were you buying?
Her half.
Her half. So you were going to buy things for the apartment, and then you were the idea was that you were going to split it.
Exactly.
And so she was going to pay you her half later.
Exactly.
Okay, go ahead.
So then we went, picked out a few things that we like throw pillows and a shower caddy. And I had spent the day cleaning inside as well because it came furnished, and she said, you know, you don't have to bring anything, just your own clothes, and that's it. So I expected it to be clean and all of that. And as I was moving around cleaning, I found condom wrappers. I found a Brillo pad stuffed into a hole to, I guess, prevent a mouse from coming in, gum stuck under the bed, and I got a little weirded out, went to Bed Bath & Beyond and got myself one of those like bed bug cover things and put it on and Lysoled everything because I don't know. And
That's okay. Go on.
so,
That's not why you moved out. So get to the part about what caused you to move out.
what caused me to move out was she wanted one of her friends to stay for a week in that apartment with a strange man that I didn't know. Her friend I'd met once for 10 minutes. And she wasn't going to be there, and they were going to stay there, which meant I would have to share a bathroom with this strange man and this woman.
Okay.
And that was kind of the breaking point for me, along with she came home after I came home with a bottle of liquor. 2 nights later, she was like, oh, you can't have that in the apartment.
Okay. How long had you lived there?
It was 10 days.
Oh, the whole tenancy was 10 days? Yeah. Okay. So you say to her, I don't want to stay here. I'm not comfortable. What do you say?
I told her, I said, I feel very uncomfortable living here. You're unapproachable and hostile if I have a problem, which gives me extreme anxiety.
Wait, are you reading from a note?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see the note. Was this an email?
Yeah.
I feel very uncomfortable living here. This is on July 21st. You are unapproachable and hostile if I have a problem, which gives me extreme anxiety. While you want your needs catered to, and therefore I am giving you my notice. The ad below specifies utilities included, does not mention no liquor in the apartment. I do not feel comfortable having a woman I do not know stay here with a completely strange man I have never met. As per our agreement, am I purchasing the items, blah, 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 and then the rest of it's about the purchasing the items.
Exactly.
All right. What was so bad that gives you the right to break the 60-day notice requirement in the lease?
It was the fact that she was smoking everywhere, just all in my face all the time.
How was she in your face? Tell me about the hostility. What was it?
Well, that night when I sent that, I called the police
No,
because...
but you sent that after... You're calling her hostile already. What happened before that that made you feel that way?
Oh, she's very snappy.
Okay.
At everybody.
Okay.
No, she'll just be like, oh, I just, can't talk about that right now, and I have to go, and I have to be here, and I have to be there. And she doesn't eat, and all she does is smoke cigarettes and drink Starbucks all day long. So what do you expect from a person like that?
New York living.
So for those 10 days, she got mad at you for having liquor in the house. She said that somebody would be staying there for a week, and you didn't want to have to share a bathroom with complete strangers. It wasn't okay with you. And she smoked all over the place. So you felt that she was breaching the lease, and you wanted out.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you tell me your version of the 10-day tenancy.
Okay. So Katie moved in with me on July 10th. I posted an ad on Craigslist. She came, she was very excited to take the place. She came to look at it. She's like, I'm getting divorced from my husband. I want to have fun in New York City. She moved in with me on the 10th. On the 11th, I get a text message from her. You need to come home. We need to have a discussion. I want to move out. That she wants to get back with her husband and she has anxiety.
Okay.
That's what she told me. So I spoke to her about it and I said, what's going on? And she said, I'm having a lot of anxiety. So that was a red flag to me. I told her, I was like, if you want to move out, you can move out, but I'm not giving you back your security deposit because I lost people. You moved in. No landlord would do that, So the next...
Did she... okay, go ahead.
So then she said, I'm really sorry. Could you give me another chance? That's what she said.
So by then she had changed her mind?
Yeah, she changed. By the third day, she changed her mind.
Okay.
So second day she wanted... First day she moved in, gave me money. Second day she wanted to move out. Third day she changed her mind.
Okay.
Now she's like, please give me another chance. I said, okay, that's fine, if you have any type of concerns. She smokes herself, she goes out, she didn't have much friends in New York. She started friending all my friends on Facebook. She met 2 of my friends, she started friending them, trying to talk to them on the phone. I mean, my friends didn't, it's not like they didn't like her or anything, but they were my friends, so like they didn't know her.
More than one friend.
Yeah, they didn't know her, So, anyway, one night I come home with a girlfriend of mine, Leonora. She met Katie before, and she's like, I want to move out. This is when she sent me the email, very hostile with me. I told her that she only lived with me for 10 days. You're not getting your security deposit. Move, if you want to move, take your stuff and move out. She called the cops on me that night. Leonora, she opened the door. She started screaming, she's hitting me, she's hitting me. All my neighbors came out. Leonora ran out because she was afraid. She got scared of her. I stood there. She called the cops on me. The cops came. They're like, she didn't hit you. So now on paper, she had a document stating that she lives with me, and the cops said, you can't kick her out. If you kick her out, then you'll go to jail. If you touch any of her belongings, you'll go to jail.
Would you like the police report?
She opened the door and started screaming into the hallway, she's hitting me, she's hitting me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like to create a problem for you?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Because she was hitting me and I didn't want to hit her back.
Hit her.
I'm a lot bigger than her.
She hit you?
Yeah, she kept grabbing me and throwing me like up into the wall, and, like getting in my face and saying and profanity-laced things. You stupid, this isn't even mine. You're gonna get both of us out into the street. I don't have any of her friends' phone numbers. I have never called, texted any of her friends. Don't have their numbers. Wouldn't ever want to associate with those type of people. They're all gold diggers. They're all drunks. So, I mean, that's fine. And the reason I called the police is because once I sent her that email, I sent her a text message, and she said, I want you out. She was like, okay, you can leave tomorrow. I want you out ASAP.
May I see that text message?
Definitely.
In your complaint, you say, she was angry, said to leave that night. I said, I have a job. I work. I guess meaning that you can't leave that night because you got to go to work the next day?
Exactly, because it was like 10:30.
I'm not like her running off to the Hamptons with 50-year-old men. You said that to her?
Yes.
Okay. And you say that she was getting all single white female on you.
Yeah.
Now, there's a series of texts that are back and forth. This is on July 22nd, which is the day after the police leave. And it's from you. I am really sorry for what I said to you. I will do the right thing, I promise you, and give you your money. I am just really upset and mad about the cops and everything. I never wanted this to happen. Let's talk tomorrow and come to a solution, please.
Yeah.
Okay, why was that? Why
I
did you
gave her $750, which was the remain, because I didn't want to have, I was first of all worried for my belongings that I have in the apartment. She was very hostile.
Hi, so on Sunday, July 25th, I will return $800 to you for the rest of the month of July.
$750 actually, and I did give her that. I gave her
if all the apartment is the way it was when you arrived, blah, 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 and nothing is broken, and it is all in the same condition as it was when you arrived, I will return the $1,560 days from July 21st. I will get in trouble with the building if the landlord finds out in it. Well, that's the last thing you should be doing, honey, is telling her, oh, by the way, I'll get in trouble with the building if they find out I was subletting.
She
Did
actually
she call your landlord and tell him you sublet?
Yeah.
Maliciously?
Yeah.
I never did.
Yes, you did. My landlord called me.
And told you that she called him?
He came upstairs. I had a
The landlord stopped me in the hallway and said, you can get the same apartment that you're living in now for $1,500 on the 5th floor. Why don't you move out and get your own place instead of living with her?
Why would a landlord stop a completely random human who he doesn't know who she is, what she's paying, and what is going on, and say, wait,
because
you look like somebody who is living in an apartment paying $1,500 and having a problem with a roommate. Clearly you stopped the landlord.
I did not.
You know what? You need to stop.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if you live with somebody and they are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, you think, like smoking, and they won't stop, can you move out without giving notice?
I don't think you can. I really don't. I think you have to give some type of formal or proper notice.
You guys said you were roommates?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's a smoker, say. You can't stand it. You guys basically can't get along. Can you move out?
No.
You can't?
No. Because, I don't know, it's just a form of respect to tell them that you're going to leave.
Unrelated note, what does she do that you can't stand?
I don't know.
What does she do that you can't stand?
Nothing.
I can't stand I can't even start a fight around here? No. Going inside the courtroom.
But I'm concerned about something because this texting back and forth appears to me like you guys reached a subsequent agreement at the time of move out. Did anybody try to put anything in writing about the give me that. What is it?
And I have
do you have anything else in your bag of tricks?
Yeah.
Hand me any document you want me to look at because I'm about
This
to
is
rule.
supposed to be
Anything
the
you want me to look
original.
at, hand it over now. Thanks. I want to know who wrote this agreement.
I wrote it.
Whose handwriting? Okay. And then who wrote the corrections in red?
I did because she wanted it amended.
Okay. So in this agreement, she has handed you $750.
Yes.
Okay. You handed over the keys,
Yes.
and you agree to pay $1,500 within 60 days.
So, yeah.
It's her. Okay. And then there's an agreement about who's keeping which pillows.
Yeah.
And who's paying who. The net of which is that you need to pay her $94.24.
Right.
Why am I here? The whole thing was ironed out.
No, because she went and called my landlord. I got into trouble with my landlord because I told her that before the agreement, if I get into any sort of trouble, that she's not getting. It obviously wasn't in the agreement.
Listen, you got into trouble because you did something you weren't supposed to do. That is
No,
nobody's fault
it was
but your own.
because she No, it's
Now,
because
yes,
she called them.
even if she stopped the landlord and said, woohoo, let me just tell you, this girl's subletting illegally. You're the one subletting illegally. That is your problem.
it's not
None
that I
of
was
what you just said is a clause in this contract that says, oh, and if you violate this agreement by telling my landlord about the bad I've been up to, then I don't have to. None of that's in there.
Okay.
Why would that be?
So
It's
then
not.
maybe she is entitled to the money. I don't know.
Of course she
so
is.
if by law that she is, then she is.
Right. The fact,
real
even
nice.
if she ratted you out, I don't care if she did or didn't, but even if she ratted you out, that is not legal justification to not abide by this contract. So, according to this contract, you would owe $1,500 plus $94.24.
It's $194, Judge. It's split up into 2 separate payments. That's what it says at the bottom
It doesn't
of that.
say that.
Yes,
Second
it does.
payment, oh, I'm sorry, total due in cash by August 4th, $100. And total due by August 15th, $94, right? Okay.
Yes.
So, it's the $1,500 plus the $94.24 plus $100 for a total of $1,694.24. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Okay.
Let's get an idea what the defendant has going through her head as she comes out of the courtroom. Step right in here. What's you feeling on the outcome of this case?
As long as justice was served, I guess she was entitled to the money. It's cool.
Is it a good idea to advertise on Craigslist for roommates?
Absolutely not. I don't recommend it at all because then you're stuck. No.
Yeah. So how are you going to
Make
find?
sure you know the person that you're living with. Learn from my mistake.
Okay. All right. All right. Right around the corner there. Let's see what the plaintiff has to say next. All right. So come on in. Are you satisfied with what you got out of this? Step in.
Unfortunately, she's not the one that was moving up and down 3 flights of stairs of having to find something last minute. And the best part is she's very good friends with the landlord who comes and shows the apartment when he advertises it himself. It's a small building. It's not a big building.
All right. Harvey?
Okay, good. They reached an agreement settling the dispute in legal terms. It's called an accord and satisfaction, and it supersedes any contract they may have had in the past. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.